I would die for these. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are here with some of the books that I would definitely take a bullet for, which means that they are my favorite books that I would definitely recommend you to read. So the first book that I most definitely will take a bullet for is my favorite novel of 2018, which is One and Only by Jenny Holiday. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, well, actually I've never really mentioned this book yet on my channel, but if you're new to content from me, so you haven't been watching my IG stories or anything of my Goodreads recently, then you would know that One and Only is one of my favorite all-time books of 2018, as well as maybe for life. It's written by an author named Jenny Holiday, and Jenny Holiday was a new to me author last year before I read this book, and now she has quickly become one of my auto-buy and one of my favorite authors of my entire life because of this book. So if you're not too familiar with this story follows two characters. One character is named Jane and the other character is named Cameron. Now Jane is your regular type A personality type of character. She loves order, she loves scheduling, she just loves everything to be planned out, and she also is known as Plain Jane because she doesn't really like to take risks. She much would rather like to stay at home and write her uber successful famous YA fantasy novel rather than just going out and venturing out and having weekend plans with her friends or wild plans running down the streets naked or something. She's just a regular girl. So when she is given the task to take care of the resident bad boy Cameron, she is not having fun. She is not excited for it. So Cameron's in town to visit his brother's wedding, and he is the black sheep of the family. He's known to be a troublemaker, and like he has trouble with the law, he has trouble with everything, but basically everybody just thinks he's the worst. He ends up thinking the worst of himself as well. As the story progresses, you kind of get to see where Jane is coming from through her backstory and why Cameron is also known as to be the bad boy. There's a lot of misconstrued assumptions about everyone through the characters, and there's definitely a lot of prejudice put against the characters from everybody involved. This story has totally made me cry multiple times because it was just so emotional and it completely took me off guard. This book is also located in Toronto, and if you guys haven't known, I'm also from Toronto, so seeing the attractions and seeing what they did totally made me so excited to continue reading. Now the next book is definitely not new to my channel. I recently made a video about it and my reaction to the movie trailer because it is being adapted into a movie, and the book is called Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. Now I know it's a lot and I know I've been saying it a lot recently, but I really do want everybody to read this book, especially because it's not your new contemporary romance and it's not a romantic comedy as well. So Can You Keep a Secret is by Sophie Kinsella, and she is my romantic comedy queen. I said it many times already. It follows the story of Emma and Jack Harper. So Emma is your typical girl, once again, who is being looked down upon by everyone around her. She's not really good at anything in particular, but she does have creative ideas and she does have the motivation to succeed. She's kind of the underdog of the story because lots of people look down on her. So when she is caught on a plane with a lot of turbulence and she's afraid of flying, she ends up spilling all her secrets to the person sitting beside her, which just so happens to be Jack Harper and also the CEO of the company that she works for. So imagine the surprise when Emma returns back to work on Monday morning and sees the guy that she spilled all her secrets to on the plane, and it turns out to be her boss. Now Jack Harper has secrets himself and he hardly ever shares his secrets to Emma. It causes a lot of trouble for the couple and it threatens to tear them apart. I love this story because it was really funny. It was your average chick lit literature, and it's a great book to pass the time as well as to make you feel good in the very end. The last book that I would definitely recommend is for those readers who love technology and who love computer science and coding. So this story is called The Wrong Kind of Compatible by Katie Scott. And now this book is actually from Entangled Publishing, and I was really surprised that I actually really loved it simply because I had some reads from Entangled Publishing that were less than spectacular, but this one was definitely one of my favorites. Now this story follows Casey, and Casey is a coder and she's a computer science geek at a company where she designs a lot of software programs. And now Drew is an undercover FBI agent because he's sent on a mission to work for the company to see if the company is doing anything suspicious and illegal. Drew and Casey work together on several projects, and Drew ends up suspecting that Casey is in on some illegal activity, and it's up to Drew to figure out if it's true or not. Drew and Casey fight for their attraction against each other, and they end up being together. But it isn't only until the truth comes out that Casey ultimately feels betrayed. I absolutely love this story, and I would definitely recommend it if you guys are looking for a light and dramatic and angsty read. So that's it for all the books I would definitely take a bullet for. I'm planning to make multiple videos including different books that I would take a bullet for in the near future, as long as I remember them,
because I kind of have a memory of a goldfish and things just kind of get lost inside my brain, and my 2 brain cells are working really hard right now to keep it up.
But anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and if you like this video, definitely subscribe and like the video. Bye.
Can't let you go. I can't let you go. Betcha. 우리 운명적 I'm gonna get you.